Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Stevie's laughing about the glasses that Liverpool goalkeepers are wearing to help with their peripheral vision. Surprise, surprise, Stevie's not a fan.
Are we at the end of... Where would you define us? End of last season or early new season? Where are we? Are we in the...
I think we're still very much
we're in the middle.
In the no-man zone, aren't we? The area.
Got some anger out already.
Yeah, Stevie, you've been very entertaining today. What's going on?
Well, it's just a daft subject, isn't
it? What, the glasses?
It's a lot easier when you're talking about something stupid.
Oh, well, yeah, there we are. Frank's here. Frank, how are you?
I'm good. Back to France, Normandy.
Yes,
and,
echoing.
I already miss you guys.
They're beautiful. Beautiful.
West Hartford is missing you, apparently.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's parts of it.
Oh.
OK, I've got the questions here. Here we go. Right. First one for Stevie. On yesterday's show, you said you'd prefer... You'd prefer Scotland over the USA job because of talent. Are you mad? Besides Robertson and maybe McGinn, who's the lock to get into this US team? Even then, our left-back is pretty good in Anthony Robinson.
US team play for Man United?
OK, so you've got...
Oh, there's another one. I mean, so you want to start throwing names out?
All right, McTominay?
No, I'm just saying, so please, you know... And again, I read something the other day where one of the US team said that, you know, he was a world-class player in his position.
OK.
What, and he said that about himself?
Yes.
Oh, that's shy.
I mean exactly. So
it was interesting because I was surprised you were so definitive on saying Scotland. Obviously, your argument was they have more talent, but I thought you would prefer to manage the US because it's a lot easier, isn't it?
Why is it easier?
Because you've got who's criticising you? Sebenirk? Like in Scotland, there's proper people going after you, isn't there?
No, I wouldn't look at it that way at all.
No?
No, not at all. No, I honestly think Scotland are a better team than the US, and I think 100% I understand the Scottish players better than I do the US players. Yes, I've been here and coached here, but I think I understand what's... You know, the Scotland job, for example, yes, they all want to win, but if Scotland go out and give everything they've got, generally you're going to be OK. Right now, it doesn't matter what happens with the USA. Even when they win, everybody expects this silky Brazilian-type soccer football.
They need results, Stevie. I don't think people...
Well, that's because those balloons keep telling them. Not any particular balloons, by the way. General balloons. Generally balloons.
I think we're realistic, right, that what we have with the Scotland team. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. We're realistic with what we have.
I'm just thinking about just general life.
But who was this player that said he was world class?
I'm talking about coaching a football team.
I'm just talking about general life.
Well, but hold on 1 second. Who was this player that said he was world class? Do you want to name?
I don't know who it was.
It was on the radio, probably.
Soccer Pirate Radio again.
Soccer media said it.
No, I don't know. It wasn't.
Stevie, where will you get the most money? USA or Scotland?
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm not talking about Dan's going on about better living here and more money. And
I'm just talking about life in general.
I'm just talking about...
If you want to take a managerial job, it's something to think about, isn't it?
OK, you've got a choice of managing these two teams.
Yeah.
No, but listen, if you're going to give me 20 million to manage the USA team and I'm getting one from Scotland, I'm going to take the USA for the dough.
I'm just saying the whole package.
Voila.
The whole package. Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you want to have faff of coaching Scotland where you could just coach US?
For the one reason, if they give me 20 million and only get one for Scotland, I'll do the USA.
Right, it's all about
if it's a level playing field,
right.
I would be more comfortable coaching the Scotland team than the USA team.
Okay.
Because I think
they're going to win the World Cup.
I think realistically,
you'll find 2 years.
Scotland know what they are. The US have no idea what they are.
Well, they need someone to guide them.
They know what they think they are, but they're not, and what they want to be.
You could guide them, Stevie, to where they want to be.
No, hey, listen.
What they need is those glasses.
I don't have a magic wand.
Stevie, any concerns about Liverpool's lack of activity in the transfer window?
Well, they've been buying glasses.
Got glasses, yeah?
No, look, if you think about what's happening at Liverpool, right?
No worries.
They're bringing in all these, like, directors of football and all these talent spotters and the whole thing, right?
Talent spotters?
So surely you're doing that because you want them to do a job.
Who are their talent spotters?
Well, the guy, is it Michael Hughes? Is it Michael Hughes?
Michael Edwards.
No, but the other guy, the Scottish...
Right, anyway.
Richard Hughes.
Richard Hughes.
There you go.
So they're bringing all these guys in,
right,
whose job is to seek out and get talent. So why are they bringing all these guys in if they're not going to go and do that?
OK. So you're no problems.
So I think you'll see Liverpool making signings.
OK. Frank, who would you pick as the US men's national team coach? Not Stevie's not in this.
Have you seen who's in the front running for?
Well, Vieira is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vieira. This is they're talking here, Vieira or Henry.
I think I will go for Vieira. He already coached in New York, I think,
NYCFC.
for Manchester City club. Yeah, and he has more experience as a coach for a club team. Thierry Henry only experienced, I think, maybe 6 months in Monaco, and then he went to Belgium,
Montreal.
and now with the under 21. Yeah, and he had Montreal. Yeah, but yeah, I'd rather go with Patrick Vieira. I think he has more experience than Henry, and he knows how to work with a club like Crystal Palace, for example, and it was hard. Strasbourg as well, young players. He knows how to work with them psychologically. So I will go for Patrick Vieira, yeah.
Well, Crystal Palace were awful in the end, weren't they? Couldn't score a goal.
Yes.
I mean, literally couldn't score a goal. And Roy Hodgson came in, late 70s, and they were scoring goals for fun. So that's not a very good indictment.
Yeah, but he reached a semi-final of the FA Cup with Crystal Palace, if I recall properly.
Yeah, Roberto Martinez won it with Wigan. Thierry Henry, remind me. Monaco, disaster.
Yeah.
Montreal,
Nada.
disaster. Belgium, getting the strikers to score.
No, he helped Lukaku when he...
You know what I mean? So, you know...
Lukaku?
I can see... Vieira's been about... Vieira's been about doing... He's definitely done a better job where he's been Thierry Henry. He ain't done anything. I mean, he's been a great player, don't get me wrong. I hear all that, but so what? So what? He's not playing now. It's like great players don't always make great managers. It's the same thing.
Should Barcelona, Craig, try and sign Julian Alvarez for his mobility and high-energy press instead of relying on Lewandowski, who either offers you goals or nothing?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, Alvarez would probably get into that Barcelona
Yeah, I think
side.
it'd be a good signing, wouldn't it?
I mean, if they don't sign Nicol Williams, you know, he can play anywhere in that front three. And yeah, he would. And obviously Atleti have been, I don't know if that's dead in the water, but they were linked with him. So I think he's...
Nico Williams or Julian Alvarez, who would you choose?
And Nicol Williams at the moment. I think because he's younger.
Right.
Although Alvarez is still young.
Yep.
He's younger. He's more... It's a difficult one. Alvarez is a good player.
Really
Done
good.
a good job for Man City.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're building a side, you've got Yamal on one side and Nicol Williams on the other, and then you can sort of build from there around it. 6 and 2.
What do you think, Stevie? Who would you choose? Alvarez or Williams?
William.
Because?
Well, think of how good Spain were.
Yep.
So if Lewandowski had somehow had a Spanish granny, Nico Williams on one side, Yamal on the other, and Lewandowski, not bad, is it?
No, lovely. Frank, who would you prefer to not defend against, Mbappe or Vinicius Jr?
Wow. Same problem. Same concern. Same concern. I mean, they're both very fast. On taking on players, they're very good as well. That's complicated. That's very complicated because at the top of the top, I don't see many differences between the two. They're both talented. I will go for, I don't know who's the most fragile, I would say, psychologically, because I will try every tools possibly to put them out of the game. So I think Mbappe won't react too much. Then Vinicius Jr. could get upset against me and lose his work and his talent because of what I do or what I say. When I say that, I'll only talk about, if you move too much, you're not going to finish the game. I'm not going to go further than that. I want to make clear to anybody. But I think, Vinicius Jr. can get out of the job in an easier way than Mbappe.
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he could wind up Vini.
Right.
More than him.
For Frank, who was the better in their prime, Vieira or Tigana?
Ooh. That's a tricky question because, I mean, Tigana wasn't the same type of player than Patrick Vieira. Tigana is more, what we have now, it's more, we had Makelele after Tigana, we had Jara also, and after Kante, those players are most the heritage of Tigana. Patrick Vieira was more like a Luis Fernandez, I would say, the guy who who likes to go forward and score goals, tougher. But Patrick Vieira had more tools, I would say, in his luggage than Jean Tigana. And don't get me wrong, Jean Tigana in the four that we named, that the four fabulous, Tigana, Fernandez, Gires and Platini. Tigana was for more the most important because he was getting the ball back like the others that I named used to do as well. But Patrick Vieira, in the middle of the park, well, on top of it, he had Emmanuel Petit alongside him at Arsenal. He was a monster. He was just a monster.
So Vieira is the answer after that, is it, Frank?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Vieira.
Can we make
I thought I made myself clear, but whatever.
No.
There
is mud. Easy questions only.
What about you?
Alain Giresse, what a player.
Yeah.
Alain Giresse.
Tigana was fantastic. What a footballer.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, 82 World Cup.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with Tigana. He was
Tigana.
The problem with Tigana was he was like a little ghost. He just did everything and then got it to Platini.
Right.
And particularly Platini, everybody talks about him, but the guy that got him the ball.
He was
when
his
I say
Robin.
he got him the ball, he wasn't running around knocking people on the back of the head and stealing it and all that. The guy was
Stevie.
He was a pure football player. So he was giving it.
Yeah.
He was giving it to Platini in the perfect place with the perfect weight. It wasn't just booting it at him.
Okay.
And then on you go.
So you'd have him ahead of Vieira?
It's just Patrick's presence.
Right.
Oh, Patrick's presence.
These two.
Well, it's not easy.
Well, just say a name or nobody's going to argue with you. The two of yous, for God's sake.
I'm going to go with Frank because
Frank's not the question.
Vieira had a presence that Tigana didn't.
You know, during the Euros, you had the jingles about all former goals that we saw during all Euros. Yes. And you have the volley of Van Basten, for example, and you had that goal from Michel Platini from the semi-final against Portugal in Stade Velodrome when France won at the last second before the penalty shootout on penalty. And that's the ball that Tigana gets and dribbles everybody and come forwards and cross to Platini. If you never seen that goal and highlight, you have to go for it to understand who was Jean Tigana. And that's the best example of what that guy was capable of doing, getting the ball back, going forward, giving the ball to Platini after a run, and making France winning. Fantastic.
YouTube. Go on YouTube. Look it up. There we go. Stevie, you're famous for being behind most of the jokes in your Liverpool career. I don't know. Anyway, which other player did you have the most fun jokes and pranks with? Hey. Who did you have a lovely time with, joking and pranking around? You were at the butt of a lot of jokes.
Yeah,
you were at the butt of Alan Hansen's jokes.
Yeah, I mean, the Scottish guys, it wasn't jokes per se, it was wind-ups.
Right.
And putting you in, and steering you into a position where
bullying.
You look. No, it wasn't bullying at all. Yeah, the Scottish guys, Hansen and Dalglish.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously when I went, I was 19 from Troon. I mean, I'd hardly been out of west of Scotland.
Looks lovely weather in Troon at the moment.
Never mind having dropped into a dressing room with those three who were like experienced wind-up merchants.
Right.
And I'm green behind the ears.
Yeah.
And everything they say, I'm hanging on to. I mean, So.
But a poor time for you, Stevie. Now you have to make jokes with Thomas, Burley and Leboeuf, you know, around in the
Still the butt of the, still the butt of the jokes.
How do you think Ian? Did Ian have a lovely time at the golf, do you think?
Well, I saw him post a picture of long grass.
Was he hiding under it?
We're doing
the weather.
Golf course and long grass.
Yeah. That is it. That brings to the end.
Told him not to go.
Of today.
Flat.
So, are you back tomorrow, Stevie? Is that me and Craig are here tomorrow?
Yeah. No. I'm here all weekend.
Maybe Shaka's here. I haven't seen Shaka in ages. How is he? All right?
Oh, he's all right.
Yeah, he was on yesterday.
Yeah, he was on yesterday, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. All right, then. ESPN FC back on your screens tomorrow.
Something to talk about. Moussa Diaby. We'll talk about Ten Hag.
Tigana.
Tigana.
Tigana.